Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Headbanger's Closet. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And today we're going to talk about In Flames. One of my favorite bands. Seen them live a whole bunch of times. I don't have any vinyl, so it's a little bit different of an episode. It's going to be all CD and a DVD. The DVD was featured in a previous episode when I talked about my favorite live DVDs. But great band. Formed in 1990 in Gothenburg, Sweden. As part of the whole Swedish death metal and melodic death metal scene that was really taking off at the time in that area of the world. And this guy right here, the Jester Race Black Ash Inheritance, turned 25 years old yesterday. February 20th, 1996 was when this was released. It's the Digipack version that I got right here. Moonshield was a great melodic death metal song. Starts off the record, which in my opinion a little weird that song was started off, but great song nonetheless. Another great track on there is Artifacts of a Black Rain, which is probably my favorite track on the album. The Jester Race is great. Wayfarer is great. You get a couple extras on the Digipack version. You get Gyroscope, which kind of like a work in progress type, because you get it again on the next record, and it sounds even better. You get a really cool guitar song, which is called Acoustic Medley. And then from their first album, which came out in 1994, which is called Lunar Strain, you get the song Behind Space, but it's recorded live. So pretty cool. Great record. The next one, though, is Horacle. Check it out. Pretty cool Medusa kind of artwork there. This came out October 27th, 1997. And go ahead and get your fingers ready to go because I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the best melodic death metal record of all time. Go ahead and leave me a comment below and tell me why I'm wrong and what is the best melodic death metal record of all time. But I think it's Horacle. This is a masterpiece. Not a skippable track on the record. Couple note, we'll just go through the whole record because the whole thing's awesome. Jotun, Food for the Gods, Gyroscope, Dialogue with the Stars, The Hive, Jester Script Transfigured, Morphing into Primal, Worlds Within the Margin, which is one of my all-time favorite In Flame songs, Episode 666, Everything Counts, Horacle, and then you get Clad in Shadows as a bonus track on this particular version. So, great record. They really take off with that whole melodic death metal. I mean, the songs are heavy, fast, in your face, but then there's a really badass guitar harmony, and they just kind of, bring it down a notch and just make it very melodic. Love this record. Along with a few other In Flames records, it's definitely still in rotation for me, where I'm definitely listening to it at least once a month. I'm burning through it, if not more than once. Next record, Colony. This one came out May 31st, 1999. Good record. Not as good as Horacle. The title track, Colony, is a great song. Ordinary Story is really, really good. Good record. Really kind of the same formula as Horacle, but just not as good in my opinion. However, they bounced back in a huge way with Clayman. Clayman came out July 3rd, 2002. No, shit. I'm an idiot. 2000. Sorry. Anyway, Clayman. Yeah, I'm trying to read off because I don't have it all memorized. Sorry. Clayman, though, is a return to greatness for In Flames. Just like Horacle, not a skippable track on the record. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. Pretty cool. A couple of noteworthy tracks on this we'll go through. Bullet Ride, Pinball Map, Only for the Weak. Clayman is a phenomenal song. And then In Flames is known for their guitar harmonies and melodies. The song Swim has one of the coolest guitar hooks. That kind of starts it off, then it has just an amazing solo in it. Can't go wrong with this record. They've got a couple of albums that are just, most of their albums are just solid all the way through, but there's a handful that are just phenomenal, and this is another one. Reroute to Remain. This one is the one that came out in 2002. Reroute to Remain came out September 2nd, 2002. And this is kind of where I kind of came online with the band. One of the songs on this record is called Trigger. It was featured on MTV's Headbangers Ball, a compilation double CD set. I thought it was a badass song. So naturally I went out and picked up this record. Loved it. Cloud Connected, Reroute to Remain, System, Drifter, Freefall, Black and White, Dawn of a New Day. So many great songs on this record. I fell in love with it. So immediately I had to kind of go back and get all their back catalog, which I did. Great record. Didn't see them live on this tour. I didn't see them live until this album came out and they toured it. This is Soundtrack to Your Escape. Came out March 29th, 2004. A good record. Somewhat, in my opinion, like Colony. It's a really good, solid record. It just doesn't, meet Horacle, Clayman, and Reroute to Remain. But a couple of notable tracks on this record. A Quiet Place. Touch of Red's a really, really good song. Evil in a Closet's a great song. And this, like I said, first time I saw them on tour was when they went and supported this album. So, take a break from the CDs for a minute. And then, this is the In Flames Used and Abused in Live We Trust. This is just a 2 DVD version. There's another version where you get the 2 DVDs and then 2 live CDs. But this come out from the tour for Soundtrack to Your Escape. This came out in September of 2005. So in the DVD 1, you get live at Hammersmith and then live at Sticky Fingers. So 2 full shows from that Soundtrack to Your Escape tour. You get another handful of songs from that tour. And then on disc 2, you get just a bunch of like bonus footage, behind the scenes, in the studio, on tour, doing promotional stuff. Just cool stuff to see if you're a big fan. Then you get a bunch of different videos, music videos, and then you get them doing a few songs on Soundcheck. So, really, really cool. 2 DVD set. I highly recommend it. If you've been following my channel, you have seen this before when I did my favorite live DVD episode. So, really great DVD. Great performances. Everything's filmed really, really well. Everything sounds amazing. They didn't just pick up a random show and show it to you because it's rare and sounds like shit. No, all this is pro shot, pro audio, just really, really good. So then Come Clarity comes out February 3rd, 2006. And this is kind of where a lot of people think that In Flames kind of started going downhill. Still heavy, but a little bit more accessible, a little bit more commercial, a little bit more radio friendly, I guess. There's still the formula In Flames has been given us on every album previously. You get a lot of the really great guitar harmonies, but it's not as heavy and in your face with the songs. They're still heavy, it's still metal. It's just not as heavy as the previous records, and a lot of people got off the ride when this record came out, but I think this is a great record. Not as phenomenal as Reroute to Remain, Clayman, and Horacle, but there really isn't a skippable track on this thing. I highly recommend this record to anybody who kind of wants to start to get into In Flames. I think I would recommend this one and Clayman as starting points. Great record. Saw him on that a couple times on that tour in support of that record as well. So the next record that comes out is Sense of Purpose. Came out April 4th, 2008. And this one is Broken. But it's another great record. The Merest Truth kicks off the record, which is one of my favorite In Flames songs. A couple other songs that are pretty good. You get Alias. You get Moving Through Me, which is a good song. It's kind of hard to read because it's all got watermark stains on it, so it's a little tough to read. But The Merest Truth, great song. I really like this record. Again, solid album. Not really a skippable track on it, but it's still not where Horacle, Clayman, and Reroute to Remain are. I think it's not as good as Come Clarity, but still a great record. And like I said at the start of this episode, they're all good records. Some of them are just better than others. A lot of bands are like that, but they're all solid albums. I dig them all. So the next album that come out is actually called Sounds of a Playground Fading, and I cannot find that CD. It's a great record. It came out June 21st, 2011. Sounds of a Playground Fading, Deliver Us, Where the Dead Ships Dwell. I think Evil is the Cure is great. All great songs. Great album. I saw them live on that in support of that record as well. Really recommend that one. That's a really great one. But then this one come out, which is Sirens Charms, on September 9th, 2014, and this is the only In Flames record that I really don't like that much. There's a few good songs on it: In Plain View, Dead Eyes, Rusted Nail, Siren Charms is a pretty good song, with Eyes Wide Open is pretty good, but it just doesn't have that, that In Flames. The thing about In Flames I really, really like is the guitar harmonies. kind of lacking on this record. Not a bad record, just not my favorite. So, next one that I've got, and this is actually the last one that I own, is called Battles. To me, this is just a great comeback record for them. Battles came out November 11th, 2016. I saw them on this tour. This is a really good record. Really commercial sounding, almost poppy, and I get why a lot of people don't like it, but there's some really good songs on this one. Drained, The End, Like Sand, The Truth, In My Room. Battles is a great song. Wallflowers is great. Underneath My Skin is awesome. Us Against the World, Greatest Greed. I just think it's a really good, solid record. But like I said, I get why people don't like it, because it is really, really commercial, really, really poppy and catchy. It almost sounds like they're trying to go a little emo on it. But I like the record. Battles. And then the last one, which is called I, The Mask, came out just before the pandemic hit in March of 2019, March 1st, 2019. They were supposed to play here in Atlanta at the Coca-Cola Roxy in Buckhead, Atlanta. And I don't know if that show ever happened. I didn't buy a ticket to it. I was kind of hurt by some funds because I just dropped everything. I'm going to see Metallica. But pretty cool album. I've listened to it a bunch of times. I don't own it, but like I said, I don't know whether that show actually happened or not, because that was right around when things started to shut down due to the coronavirus. So, but it's definitely worth a listen to if you can find it on Spotify or whatever. So, but anyway, guys, that is my In Flames collection. I hope you dug it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the band. Definitely let me know what you think about, the first handful of records versus the last batch, kind of the change in their sound. It is definitely a talking point among fans, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts, because I really like their whole catalog. Like I said, some more than others, but I really like to hear you guys' thoughts. Hit the like and subscribe, please, if you don't mind, if you dig what I'm putting out. And hit me up on Instagram. Give me a follow. I'll follow back. I like to keep up with you guys on that platform as well. And as always, till next time, guys, cheers.